Welcome to GC9x. This is the Gunheart, and with me today are...
This is Snarboo.
And this is Sotenga, aka Player 3.
Ready Player 3?
I'll write that book something that you just watch.
Alright, so I guess we should be explaining what we're playing today.
Yes. Today we are playing Vran, a new action RPG that's been early access for a while now. And it separates it from the likes of Diablo is the fact that it has full controller support and plays more like a Twitch-based action game.
Right, it's comparable to old action RPGs for, you know, the Sega Genesis, SNES, PlayStation, and the like.
First feeling game looking at it is Gauntlet, actually.
Yeah, I can see why you would say that.
Also, this intro is such a jip because it shows this guy wielding two swords, but you can never do that in the game itself.
Yeah, it's kind of an auto mission.
Are you on the intro right now? Because I'm just seeing Victor just running around in the field, unless I'm, like, really lagging.
Well, I'm ready to be invited, so...
You're supposed to be watching...
Oh! I'm watching Snarb's End, that's right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. It's okay. I'm here for the gameplay more than anything.
In any case, yes, this game also supports full online play.
I think it's 4 players, in fact.
I will face.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that.
Although, for some reason, you all play as the same character, so it's kind of weird there.
Right, the way this game distinguishes itself from other action RPGs is that rather than being class-based, and you have various skills to select from upon level up, it's instead determined by what gear and abilities you have equipped. Like, you'll get these tarot cards, and usually they act as buffs. So, let's see here, let me join your game. There we go, it's loading up. So yes, today we'll be playing this in co-op, so...
The city is eerily quiet.
Hello there.
Not a human soul in sight.
So yes, this is the tutorial, so we might as well just run through this and you guys can get a good look at and feel for the game.
Yes, you can do a full dodgeball. You
Monsters have claimed the streets.
You
Dim
do
light
have some
shine through
skills
the dusty
on
windows.
like in a more typical
I wonder what horrors hide behind them.
Despite being able to jump, don't spectating like the definitely five style input based attacks.
One thing I will say about this, while you can jump in this game, outside of like finding a couple of secrets, it doesn't seem to be all that important or useful. Like, you can't attack out of a jump, but you can stomp, and I don't know what purpose that serves.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to do any damage whatsoever.
It doesn't even stun enemies as far as I can tell, and yeah, we're just gonna be smashy here, because usually gold and stuff will spawn health potions.
I sense something hidden.
Actually, this is weird, but now it's reminding me of the game Cannon Spike somehow.
It's not even. There's nothing like bullet hell style attacks in this game. So
nowhere near as shooty. But there's one level that kind of reminds me of this, like a Resident Evil-esque
Well,
level.
you do get a shotgun weapon, but it still doesn't really play like shoot because it's shotgun. It's got a little fire rate and all that.
Well, I should also note, okay, so this game actually has a limited set of weapons, but it distinguishes itself in a way kind of similar to Devil May Cry in that each of the weapons behaves differently and has very, very different buffs, debuffs, effects, etc. Oh boy, here we have the really annoying guy that... He's basically like a dynamic narrator, kind of like from Bastion, except he openly taunts you. It's really weird.
And the player character is actually aware of his presence.
Huh.
I love these.
Strange. So this is like a grim fairy tale you're in?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Neat.
So you can double jump in as Gunheart may have just shown off there, you can actually find secrets that way, and that's really what it's mostly for.
Just give me a second. I've got. There we go. One annoying thing is
There are
that
more of
it
these lovely
defaults
chests
to
lying
universal chat room, so
Did
I
you
had some
find them?
messages showing up from other players just now.
Right. Which is kind of annoying.
Yeah,
So one of
Snarboo can show off shotgun. So I'm gonna now.
Yes, and I was going to say the unique trait with the shotgun is that every time you kill an enemy, the secondary attack recharges instantly, meaning you can attack very rapidly, especially in crowd situations. And that's really where it shines. I wouldn't say it's all that useful against individual enemies, but otherwise it's pretty good.
Okay, gunsling.
Yes.
I think it tends to spend too long on a single enemy type like these games typically end up doing.
Yeah, we'll want to enter the Fallen Keep, which is another tutorial area. This is where you learn about special attacks, as well as fight a bunch of skeletons, which is always nice.
Oh, watch out, Hunter. Those dummies look tough. They outnumber you. You should consider retreat.
So something that else the shotgun has is it has a buff effect where you can actually what is it, fire very, very rapidly.
So does this buff effect make you a vampire slayer?
Essentially,
Kill me,
yeah,
I'm sorry,
actually.
that
We might
was-
as well. We might as well make that joke.
Whedon strikes again, I apologize.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I have to heal first. He can skip right ahead because he actually completed the tutorial in the right order. So now I have to step back here and do everything. So yeah, sometimes the co-op will desync, oddly. That happened with me and Gunheart at one point when we were test driving this game, and that it seemed like enemies only spawned for him.
Has it ever completely disconnected and you need to manually reset it?
No, that has actually never happened. We have never gotten disconnected.
Yeah, that feels otherwise pretty good, it seems. I'd say Snarboo on the teleports around the room.
And I got another shotgun. I don't know if the shotgun I got out of that crate is any better than the one I already have, but it's not really super important.
One thing I do find weird is that sometimes the game will put things like this room here that you can't actually get in, and it's all no purpose.
Yeah, you can only really see it if you actually look and peer through the map using the camera function. Oh, we have to test it on the... Yeah, you have to equip it and test it. So yeah, like most tutorials, you have to play it in a specific way before it'll let you proceed.
Yeah, that's kind of down. Okay, then we equip myself. Okay, just one second. One thing I will admit that does kind of annoy is that normally for menus I like to use the control pad, right?
Right.
But here, if you try to do that, it will instead move the selected item around the inventory. You have to use the control stick to make selections instead.
Yeah, and that can be a little bit finicky in menus. I've had that problem. I do like that there's a separate function for actually moving items in your inventory if you want to play inventory Tetris, which there isn't really a reason to do in this game because everything takes up a single slot, but you might want to organize your weapons, say, by type or by effect, you know, whatever. So you have that option at least. So now we are actually leaving the keep, or I should say the dungeon, and heading into the keep itself. And we have more spiders, hooray! So you have all the great staples of action RPGs already here, spiders and skeletons.
Yep.
There's actually a secret up here if we go up on this ramp.
Yeah, something in this section almost makes me think painkiller in a few ways, I'm not sure why. Soundtrack isn't half bad though, I have to admit.
I can jump over here. No, I cannot.
Seems pretty easy going so far. I imagine it heats up in like 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, it heats up once you get out of the tutorial town.
Oh, right, that's it. You're
I've fought
still
and
in
slain
there.
many
My
monsters
fault.
in my line of work. The ones that talk are always the worst. There are survivors after all this time. Castle Zagora still
Now we're
stands.
in the main
A
hub.
refuge from the horrors outside.
Yeah, so you enter the castle, and surprise, surprise, this wonderful, idyllic place is overrun with monsters. So which outfit are you taking? Because this time I'm going to take the Cavalier's outfit, which you can read the effects.
I think I'm gonna stick with Hanzo's outfit because, well, it's the only one with any red in it.
Alright, so I'm going to go with what is essentially, or ostensibly, the Pimp outfit. And what this will do, as you may notice, is that the Cavalier's outfit grants overdrive automatically over time, but your weapon attacks will not generate overdrive. It will allow you to use demon powers reliably and start encounters at full overdrive. So basically, we'll go with normal and we'll go with a hardcore character, because I think all hardcore does is if you die, you just become a normal character. So there's really no reason not to be a hardcore character, as far as I can tell. You get achievements for, you know, being
Queen
one,
is
so
strong-willed.
if that's your thing.
It must your majesty changes
Unfortunately,
nothing.
everyone here is
It is
pretty
not
much
so.
useless for
No
now.
further help
since
is
have to
coming.
be
You may
at higher
believe no
level.
Thank you, your majesty.
Just get through this conversation. Then we gotta go kill monsters in the royal gardens.
Alright, so we each have to do that independently. We each have to talk to the queen independently of each other, which is kind of funny. So we're going to be heading to the gardens first.
Okay, one thing you might be noticing there is the fact that
I'm
there are these
back.
challenges you can
Did you miss
complete
me?
in each map with special rewards.
I know you missed.
Most of them are easy, though. Admittedly, the one to find all the
Now that I
secrets
think
are
about
gonna
it,
be
we were properly
difficult.
introduced.
Sometimes
You
it's
could
actually
call
hard
me
to oh, you've even found
I'm
one,
currently
since sometimes they're in
without a
plain
body.
sight at all times.
This seems to fit.
All times they're like lost in the wall. This big wall thing.
Now, what should I call you? John? No, you don't look like a John. Victor? Well, that's just Gennady.
There's something I was going to say, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
I'll call you Vicky.
I forget. Oh, right.
Yes,
Okay,
that
so I
seems to
mentioned
fit
buffs,
perfect.
debuffs, status effects, and whatnot. This game has a bunch of those. And some of them are weapon-specific or ability-specific, so they just give a basic thing like, say, damage over time, a unique name or something. But in other cases, there's a bunch of other ones that actually directly affect the player. It's kind of ridiculous. I think there's like 40 or 50 different status effects in the game.
A stupid question. If most of the spells are buffs, are there any that are like more conventional white or black magic, like healing or fireballs or what have you?
I believe, yes. I believe there's other kinds of, Okay, so weapons themselves just have attacks, right? And those attacks have special properties, hence the buffs, debuffs. You also can equip spells. You can equip 2, but from the start of the game, you can only equip 1. And those are your, I believe most of those are your defensive and offensive sort of attacks. So you get maybe a shield, and your first spell is a fireball that you can rain down on enemies, so...
Plus, you don't have magic points. Instead, you have to it's a little bit more like a limit wave.
So one thing I am liking about the Cavalier's outfit is that you can very easily, consistently use magic attacks because it just pretty much automatically charges.
Is there a downside to the costume you're using now?
Some of them do have certain effects, yes, like, I think they put limitations on certain things. Like this outfit, I can't build overdrive from attacking enemies. It only builds up gradually over time. So essentially, what I have to do is just wait for the meter to recharge and then I can spam my spells again. I don't know if anything actually will speed that up, but it does have the advantage that I don't actually have to actively be attacking enemies, and I can have full overdrive in battle. So, if I just wait a little bit, I can go into every battle and be able to cast this attack spell.
Oh, level that.
So both of us just got a level up, I do believe, and you basically hit select, which is your by default your inventory button, and it describes what you get. In this case, now I can equip Destiny cards, which are various abilities. And here I'm looking. I will probably go with health this time, because last time I went with the critical ability, here, strength, because I chose an outfit that does way more critical damage.
Which
So now I can go and equip my card.
which Destiny card gives you background music from Paul McCartney? I'm sorry.
I
apologize.
don't know. That's a very good question, good sir.
I would like to play Destiny myself someday with the lack of a PS4. Still a little bit problematic, so what can I do? Except get a
It's a good
PS4.
time to catch up because they are not making any more major.
Yeah, that's right. I wonder at this rate if, by the time I get a PS4, if Destiny 2's out, if it would be worth going back to the original. I don't know.
Well, it could be a Borderlands 2 situation where the first game becomes completely irrelevant as a result of the sequel.
It's possible. I don't know.
I still need to beat the first Borderlands, even though I have the second game, but given that it has 50 billion pieces of DLC, which I don't have, I'm probably going to wait on that so I can own every last bit of it, except maybe the character skins.
That's fair. Yeah, I'd say that the first Borderlands, while it looks a bit bland compared to the second, it still has enough, I think, going on its own that's worth a play. But yeah, 2 does have more stuff. It's more varied in its environments.
If there's one thing Borderlands 1 does have over the sequel, it's that it isn't filled with memes. And potty mouth little girls, because that they apparently dial up on that in the later Borderlands games.
I'm doing the thing where, like, my right hand is, like, staying flat but wobbling slightly. I don't know what you call that.
Oh, you're twitching. So like,
He's like, you know.
I actually need to clarify that since it's a little bit unclear, but most of the memes more on the web flavor text and
Yeah, I don't think it's so obnoxious in the script, honestly.
I never actually read any of the quest flavor text in Borderlands, and I doubt I will do that in the sequel too. Because really, if it's just go here and kill a dude, I don't really need to know why.
the sequel is also a little bit more story-oriented than the first, so I'll give it that much. Like, in the first, you guys find the gold and stuff happens. The second is right off the bat, so it gives you a handsome jack that you desperately want to kill.
Yeah, you didn't really have a good purpose or goal in the original Borderlands other than find the vault, and then it's like, you find the vault and it's like, oh, there's squids in here. Well, that's not good.
They even lampshaded in the second game, like, at the beginning Marcus says something like, there is just nothing but tentacles and disappointment, or something to that extent. It's actually pretty good. Enough for Borderlands for now. I would say I focus with Victor, but I'm not sure what to say about it. It seems solid, but also very simple as well.
Right, it doesn't really do, outside of the direct control scheme and some of the other minor innovations and whatnot to the formula, it's your pretty standard hack and slash or shooty bang bang action RPG.
Admittedly, the levels seem a bit more open than what's normal for the genre.
Right, they're a bit more platformy in a way, because you can jump over the hedge maze here, and there's like secrets hidden in places you wouldn't normally be able to reach in most of the games. It's still pretty flat, though, I noticed. Like, most of the areas we've entered so far have been... there's not a lot of vertical... verticality, I guess, is the word I'm looking for.
Also, for this game, there is no new game plus. That was kind of the point of the genre, was to build a really powerful character that they can even higher visually.
I will say that your current antics remind me of a film, namely Over the Hedge.
Which was actually based on a series of newspaper comics, I believe.
I've heard that one's not bad, honestly. I haven't seen it yet.
It's tolerable. It's your pretty standard DreamWorks-esque sort of animated film.
Okie doke.
It's kind of in the transitional phase of the pre-mode or full parody and tries to do something a bit more character-oriented.
But hey, at least it's not Chicken Little.
I didn't think Chicken Little was that bad at the time. I'd have to rewatch it again. It just wasn't exceptional. It was just, it existed. It was an entity that happened to exist in this world. I don't know if I would call it good or bad. Yeah, we're in Spider Town, USA, it looks like. Hold on, I probably shouldn't have gotten split up from you. Sounds like a law firm. Spiders, spiders, and spiders.
Yeah, he's referring to a recent Two More Eggs, which is the Brothers Chap's current shorts that they're doing for Disney, which are actually really amusing and very Homestar-ish.
Well, I would figure as much, given they are, in fact, the parents or inventor of Mr. Star of Home. Okay, let me level up. I haven't leveled up yet. So now I have more health, and I can... This time I'm going to pick a gift box, because I didn't do that last time. Because, yeah, you can get chests full of loot. And if you keep picking that, you can then merge them together, I think, to get better loot.
Oh, Senor Magnificent, you made my life a joy box.
Okay, wait, actually I'm going to equip the boomerang, which I just got. And I know the game's not paused, but I'm going to still do it anyway. I don't know if it pauses in single player. I don't believe it pauses either way when you go into your inventory. So I got one more egg over here, I believe, and then we'll have cleared out the maze.
One more egg, one more egg. Sorry, referring to it again.
Okay, missing one.
Yeah, where is it? Okay, I see a big clump of spiders over here, so I'm going to assume, you know, that they're right here. And, in fact, they are.
Got it.
And I just gained another level. As you complete challenges, these little flags will pop down and give you a crap ton of loot.
Let me explain something real quick. I'm level 4 now, and at this point, you can actually equip 2 weapons at once, which you can change out by pressing the white bumper.
I go with the Spider Slayer Scythe as my second weapon. Because we are fighting spiders. The Scythe is a very strange weapon, I'll say that much, though.
Victor Vran the Orkin Man. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I assume Orkin gets rid of spiders too, right? Wait,
what'd you say?
No. Orkin's a brand of vacuum, not an exterminator. Jeez, I don't know where
You're thinking of, no, I thought Orkin was actually an exterminator.
Oh.
Yeah, that's thumbnail that. No, it's thumbnails often.
Yeah, Orkin's pest control. Then what the hell's the vacuum I was trying to think of?
Are you thinking
Dyson?
Might be. I am off today. Woof.
I'll have to catch up to Gunheart, who was right ahead of me by dodge rolling, but I see he's dodge rolling too, so that probably means that we're just going to stay an equal amount of distance away from each other. Actually, you do move slightly faster.
Reminds me of Castlevania Curse of Darkness, which was kind of necessary to get around the giant rooms. Very, very giant rooms full of nothing.
Rolling, you'll probably spend most of your time dodge rolling. I mean, look at those Ocarina of Time speed ones.
And here I thought I was allowed
Victor Vran, do you know
I've heard
how?
you could check
Thank you.
because I didn't.
Trying to make sense of what happened. She has another reason to stay here this long. I'm certain.
So this lady we just rescued is your gunsmith.
Your gunsmith.
Yes, guns.
I cannot wait for Barkley 2, which I think is still...
There's something really weird that was going on behind the scenes that sound kind of scummy, though, from what I remember. Barkley, there was something about the way they were doing backers, something backer related, I forget what it was. Maybe I'm getting that confused with another game, though, because, you know, this has not been a very good year for your Kickstarter at all.
It's been a little iffy lately, I'm not gonna lie. Mostly the fault is at Inafune, but
I'm still waiting on that, by the way, because I did back that.
same. I'm pretty sure I've listed.
I'm not sure, like, why wouldn't you have at the time? But I'm wondering if it's going to be the same situation with Kojima as well.
Wait, you mean just...
I really wanted that aspect back that one because the time on it was so long. The presentation they gave was, you know, like at least Mighty Number 9's mock-ups looked like a game screenshot, even if it wasn't, the end result didn't look like what we wanted.
Yeah.
But they didn't even have, all they had of, oh, let's do this tomb, y'all.
There's actually a secret right here. I'm trying to remember where it was. I believe you get a rapier from it, so...
Actually, I've seen all of the loot is random.
Ah, okay, so it may not be a weapon this time, it could be a spell. But it's right over here, I believe.
I had cases, last play, there were cases where I got a tarot card and you got a weapon. Oh, here's it is.
Last time I got a rapier from it, so I don't know what it's going to be this time. Ah, it's a spell card, or rather a character card. Gotta roll out of the way.
I don't know, I think one of the minimum requirements for Kickstarter to me is a walking prototype.
Right. I will say this, I'm not sure which is worse at this point, Kickstarter or Early Access, although if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with Early Access.
Yeah, because Early Access, you can end up buying the game and then they make it something.
Right, that's happened in a couple cases. I believe there's a game called Darkest Dungeons, which is was initially one of the popular examples of a good game on Early Access, and apparently they have drastically altered the gameplay and mechanics to the point that it's almost impossible unless you're ultra hardcore. They've made the game very difficult over a short period of time.
What they did was to make it more true to the Lovecraft, they introduced the random performance hack.
Right, there was a couple of things they did that really kind of ticked off the community. Although they've slowly made good on those changes, or they slowly made good after doing those drastic changes by essentially letting you toggle different elements of the game that you don't like, which is a very good way, I think, of handling that with a game built with a sort of an XCOM-like challenge curve to it.
Although I'm nothing sure what levels do on the rewardings, the occasional ability, like the weapons. Let's see.
I can now equip more Destiny cards, hooray! Go with that.
Here it's so you want the treasure boxes because you can transmute them into even metal stuff later if you hold on to them.
One of ours has fallen here, but it isn't Adrian. I will cleanse this tomb so you can rest in peace, brother.
I love how big of a ham Victor is in this game. It's just hilarious to me. Everything is so overdramatic.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
The death of a hunter
making,
is like the death of a brother or
some
sister.
kind of cool action
We
if you want
mourn
to go
and raise a
that
toast to celebrate the deeds and lives of those
You know
who
what
lose.
similarly styled game this is much better than?
What?
Hatred.
I wouldn't say that. I think the closest analog on Steam is actually the Van Helsing games, which are now one game, I believe.
Huh. That's
Yeah,
the
and
first
there
I've
was
heard
pretty
of.
nasty thing with that night, when he was initially released, thinking Force of Dogs opened the Forces 2 into it.
Gonna equip a different card here. Let's see. Go with Moon here. Oh, I have to unequip my cards first. Okay, that's one annoyance. Or I can destroy it on accident. Let's see here. We want to unequip this. X.
Okay, let's see what's actually in these treasure boxes.
You're gonna actually open one that you picked out, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna open them since I'm probably gonna just delete this character later anyway and start over and see. And just seeing what I can.
I don't know how you transmute things. I think you have to go to the actual whatchamacallit to do it.
There's a specific shop, and you need to be level 16.
So yeah, you probably just want to stack those up for a while.
Okay, I got a shotgun that restores my health.
So I even question the logic of bullets having vampire qualities.
Probably not.
That's the sort of thing I love about game logic. That there doesn't really have to be much logic.
And yet again, I've gotten separated from Gunheart. I'm actually fighting a couple of wraiths here, which you might not be able to see on the stream. I'm not quite sure what he's doing at this point.
And currently find a whole bunch of skeletons and teleporting those.
Yeah, the wraiths, or I don't know what they're called. I'd have to look in the codex. This game actually has a pretty in-depth, essentially glossary of all the stuff you can do, or everything in the game, like enemies and.
Is this where the real Vran soul begins at?
I'm not sure when this game gets really, really hard. So far, it hasn't been too bad. I'll be frank.
That's been pretty cool so far, but I do have a really stupid question. What about bosses, if they exist?
We haven't encountered any yet, I don't believe.
Well, you see,
Yeah,
Even a
maybe this
cow.
area ends without an actual boss fight. More like the
gotcha.
promise of a boss fight that you have to do stuff to reach or something.
All
mini bosses though.
That's fair.
So yeah, that guy's got a very interesting accent. I'm pretty sure they're basing that off of a some actor I don't know the name of.
I just kind of skipped through his dialogues to let's go video go.
Well, I would have at least had him read out some of his lines because he's just got such a ridiculous accent.
Oh well.
They need someone like that guy on Simpsons who's parodying the actor who goes like, yes?
I understood.
I looked up the name of that guy and I can't even remember now. Hang on.
Why are you talking like that? That's one of my favorite gags from The Simpsons.
And the wiki says, tribute to character actor Frank Nelson. That was it.
One less sword on our side. One more life claimed by the
He
void.
appeared quite often on the Jack Benny Show and I Love Lucy and Sanford's. I'll be darned. Wonder if Doc knows anything about that.
He might be the guy to talk to because I know that's his show.
It is a really good show from what I've seen of it. But they're like so many classic sitcoms that I really need to catch up on, like All in the Family, which I think that was a spin-off of something that's spun off of that. My mom really likes Good Times, even though that I know that JJ really stole the focus. But wow, I cannot stay on focus for talking about the game today. I'm not sure what you guys got me for this one.
What was that you just did, Gunheart? Because you turned really big and green for a second.
Oh, it's one of the other spells. Let me check real quick.
Hulk spell?
Spell. Okay, let me. Oh my god, no. So that was later. Okay, that was the Dark Mist spell.
Huh.
Spell. Okay,
Oh, crud. You got skeletons.
Skeleton? I get this thing. They seem to be able to revive themselves or something at least once.
Are these fire skeletons or like?
Yeah, they're like
demons?
wizard skeletons, essentially.
Yeah, the health bar says undead pyro man, so.
Yeah, so they're skeleton wizards.
Cool.
I'm way too witty to hunt
And now we're fighting the Forgotten People.
Now all I can think of is Steve Bloom saying,
now
"I'm on
just-
fire" in Aw Smack and Unreal
I guess
Tournament.
that's what
I'm
we
on
got.
fire. There's that video is still on YouTube. Last I checked, that was like one of the
Love it.
earliest videos uploaded to YouTube.
It's a thing of beauty.
Something that's annoying about skeletons is that they often have a habit of dying and then respawning, or not respawning, but you know, coming right back up, like the skeleton in Castlevania. Hey, a hammer. That's a good weapon.
Ah, good old blood skeletons.
Except
I
here
like-
they're not so good.
I like in Symphony of the Night, it's like alleged blood skeletons were also like green and yellow, and I think that there were just blood skeletons that were just colored normally white as well. So it's like, you know, what qualifies as blood in Dracula's castle anyways? It's like
That
a bunch of cornstarch special effects, like all the blood you see in the Evil
Day
Dead.
is done.
That's a weird tangent I went off
From
on.
the wings of night,
Yeah, no
a
worries.
feather is wafted downward from an eagle.
This is
in
looking
his
rough.
flight.
Is that wizard guy a mid-boss?
Yeah, he's essentially a tougher mook.
Gotcha.
don't go. Was it
Hey,
something
did the
I said?
60 monsters without taking damage then?
I don't really care for those don't take damage things, because some of those are ridiculous, given the sort of enemies you're fighting.
Yeah, I actually pulled it off this time.
Oops, I can't jump down from here. Let's see if I can jump down from here. Yeah, can.
Skeletons.
So we have to kill a
All day long.
huge number of monsters before this time limit comes out as one of our challenges.
And with this,
Oh, slay monsters within... Okay, so many. Okay, it was actually 80 within 360 seconds, which actually isn't too bad.
I feel like when you get a destroy all monsters challenge like that, there should be some sort of bonus stage music
you
playing.
did. Oh.
What's a good bonus
Okay, I'm gonna find
music?
the last secret. Oh, yeah, real quick.
Yeah, there's a couple of secrets here, and one of them does actually require jumping. Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna... Okay, there we go. Oh, it's just an illusionary wall, but yeah, you still have to jump to get out of here, so... Actually, wait, I think you don't even have to jump. I think there's just an exit up here. You just jump down from. So yeah, I'm wondering if the stages get more platformer heavy as you get further in. Hey, and I got a rapier, so I'm gonna equip that. That's actually a really damaging weapon against singular opponents, but not so much against, Do you want to destroy this item? No, I wanted to equip it in my second slot. There we go.
You get to give them the deadly poke of Zorro.
Well,
That's-
it's a really powerful weapon against singular opponents. It's not very good against crowds, though. So it's good to pair it with like something like a shotgun.
good chase.
And tunings show the slay monsters with ranged attack. Oh no.
I don't think I did all of them. Yeah, I'm missing one monster with the range attacks, but I'll just quit out here. I can do it again if I really want to. I actually have my own save game where I'm a little bit further than this. So yeah, we go to the Royal Crypt, and then, well, you'll see in just a moment what the issue is.
Yeah, that was a
Locked.
Gun King.
Is it to
that
keep
needs
people
slain.
out or to keep something in?
Oh, what's this? It's locked. So now we actually have to go back and talk to the Queen if we want to get in there.
It's locked, stocked, in 2 smoking barrels. Just shoot the lock open. No, I'm just
So, do
kidding.
you want to see what's beyond that before we finish this stream?
Have you changed your mind, Hunter?
That's fair.
Will you join our fight?
The city is lost, Your
Return to the
Majesty.
hub.
Battles are won by...
I seek permission.
These are difficult.
So would you say this is a good stopping point? Because I think we've shown off quite a bit of the game here.
Feel free
I mean,
to
the basics of the game. There's more to it than this, obviously, but this is pretty much the most basicest of gists you can get. And I invented like 2 or 3 words there in that sentence, but that's okay. We do that here on GC9x sometimes, or I do.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I guess that's all the show for now. Thank you for watching.
And that's the way the news goes.
Alright, yeah, and thanks for joining us, folks. So,
yeah.
this is, as always, this has been another wonderful GC9x feature, and I don't know what else to add to that, so,
Good night.
It's been fun, and keep on Vraning.
Oh, by the way, this is... Oh, wait, no, it won't be on sale by the time this video is done recording.